बीबी आई केक आज काट भी दिया
एक बार
नहीं जानते किसी ने बोला
अरे वो
डिवाइस ऑडियो ऑफ कर मैंने सुबह मीटिंग की है.
Again, good morning to all the table tennis players, their coaches and parents. Today is the 9th day of Khelo India E-Pathshala, athletic coaching and education program of table tennis, organized by Table Tennis Federation of India in collaboration with the Sports Authority of India through SAIS, Netaji Subhash Eastern Center, Kolkata. Before I formally introduce today's speaker, I just want to share that while we are engaged in any sort of assignment, we must fully concentrate on that act, whether it may be receiving or giving. We must fully concentrate on the act because if we are listener, we must fully focus on listening, and if we are delivering, we should be totally focused on dispatching. In recent days, it was noticed that while speaker was sharing the content, few from us were found typing time wishes or some other informations. So you all are requested to refrain from posting time wishes like good morning, etc., including your name or whatever, because we had received an instructions from Sports Authority of India to convey all the receptors to all those viewers who are attending these sessions that there is no necessity to post the time wishes or introduce yourself on this platform. You can do it later after the completion of the session personally to whom you want to wish or share your time wishes. And today's speaker is a very special person. If I can say that when I was entering in my youthhood, it was almost 21 years of age, I saw him first time. He joined as the coach of Petroleum Sports Promotion Board Academy, which is running in Ajmer, all of you knows, in collaboration with Sports Authority of India and Table Tennis Federation of India. Mr. Yenvi. Mr. Yenvi is considered as the guru for so many national players who has given accolades, who has brought accolades for their respective offices, institutions, country, state, has conquered so many medals, prides, so many Arjun awardees. So Mr. Yenvi is an incredible coach for working for nearly its third decade in India. Today we are having with us Mr. Ahsan Parekh, another guru of table tennis. Most of us already recognize him, know him, and since he and Mr. Yenvi has worked together so closely in Kolkata, but previously also almost so I welcome Mr. Yenvi and Mr. Ahsan Parekh sir today on this platform. The title of Mr. Yenvi's talk today is the major elements for table tennis game development. And as and when Mr. Yenvi will complete his content, I request Parekh sir also to kindly translate it in Hindi also, and so that it will be more and more audiences maybe connect themselves with the content. So, Kochi, Mr. Yenvi is requested to start the session.
Okay. Yes, good morning, everybody. Thanks for Sports Authority of India and TD5 and provide such type of, you can say, education platform for our junior, particularly sub-junior players, and even maybe some coaches also join. So I'm glad to have this opportunity to share and to communicate with everybody for the same aim, that is to develop our table tennis standard for India. I briefly I introduced myself. I came to India first time in 92, and NIS Patiala as under culture exchange program from both governments. There, I met previous national chief coach, and at that time also chief coach in NIS, Mr. Tapan Bose, and his partner, Mr. Bhavani Mukherjee. And 1 year there, we were together at a very good time. And after that, I was together with Mr. Bhavani Mukherjee again in Ajmer, 95. Again 1 year. Later on, and in many occasions, like Indian team camps and the international competitions, we also took together. Mr. Bhavani Mukherjee, he has contributed great for Indian table tennis development. He's very much a caring person, and he used to always care about the players, and very much passionate, and very high understanding also. So both of us share a very good understanding and cooperation very nicely. He is a fantastic personality. I like him very much, just like my close friend. So he has got the highest coaching reward in India sometimes before. So when I heard the side news this year, both of them depart from us. I was really very, very sad. Very sad. I remember that time I was in the practice hall in Calcutta. Then immediately I call everybody stand up to give out silent condolence to miss both of them. I wish they're so just in peace. Really, it's a lifetime as friends. It's rare. So I feel very much sorry for this. So I like to take this opportunity to express my deepest condolence to all of them. Okay. I came to India second time. It's in Ajmer. This is a national academy running by TG5, SAI, and PSPB. This is the first national academy in this country. I think the major intention for establishing this academy is to develop this game through every part of the country, if possible. It's the main intention, not only develop in metropolitan cities. In everywhere, So after start this processing, we have recruited and players from many states. Now I just show you how many states the player we have. And most of them have got very good improvements and a very good result. Start from Northeast. Northeast, like a state like Switzerland. Switzerland, one player got the sub-junior national champion in 1997 or 96, that period. It's the first one, I think. Then Malibu, one player got the runners-up in the national, sub-junior national, Malibu. Again, Mizoland, second trip. Not the first, afterwards, again, somebody like Jie Ho, a famous player, defense player in India. He's got the cadet sub-junior champion, national champion, and the number one, not position. And Puya, he got the youth champion. And Puya, you see his photo, big photos in Lion Stadium. I think Jie Ho has a chance to replace Puya afterwards. Because this such a remote area, I've been there for one tournament. It's not easy at all to develop this game. So somebody from that area can get a national champion. That you can see that is something miracle. Then from Shillong, we had current sub-junior national champion, Atash. When he joined the Ajmer time, he's cadet. But that year, he had a very, very solid and very strong space. He has got it there, Atash. And the same calendar from his partner from where? From Malibu, also one of good player. Even now, also very, very good. Then Assam. We had pride of Assam, Anna Kashyap, our senior most. He was cadet national champion afterwards. He was always on top in sub-junior, junior, men's. And Birdie, same. Both of them have achieved wonderful this result. Very, very strong. This is Northeast. Now comes to Bihar. Anybody heard Bihar produce any players? Yes. It's one girl player, Vishaka Vijay. National game runners-up and institutional champion. Since decades, this is the only one produced from us, the Bihar. Now he's working in the ONGC as a chief financial manager and table tennis coordinator. Then come to UP. Our hero, Abhishek Yadav, a fantastic player, energetic player. He used to be on top always. Sub-junior, junior, youth, even men's. One time I stayed behind him, he reached final in men's. But unfortunately, decider, last high ball he missed. He lost in the crucial time. Otherwise, he could have become champion, men's champion. Before that, he defeated Amir Desai. Now, frequently, he plays in European countries. So he may get a good chance to improve a lot. Now come to Delhi. We had Sultanshu and Prakash. Both of them are very, very good players. Still very good. Then come to left side. Haryana King, Zubin Kumar. Zubin Kumar, you know, when he joined the academy, he's kited. No result. But Mr. Bhavani Mukherjee asked me to check. Yes, sir, you please check this fellow. He's very small, but very active. After that, I found out, yes, he has good fighting spirit at least. And I agreed to take him. After that, he became national champion doubles, national game champion doubles also. And he got the junior champion also. And always still, he always reach quarter, sometimes the semi in men's. You see how many years passed? Still quite strong. And also, he's playing in European country for many, many years. So recently he got married. So I take this opportunity to send my congratulations to him. Very nice personality. He is working in the ONGC. Now above that, Himala Pratish, Adish Lana. He also got a national as kited runners-up. And decided last point after 20 he lost. Unfortunate, but still he's quite active. Sometimes still he is playing. I think he's dominating in that state also. Then Mohit Virma, also on Sisa. Now he's a very beautiful model, India. He also nice, very nice guy, and he played quite nice also. Mohit. Punjab, Tokla. Not a little bit fighty, Tokla. Good player. Okay, now come down to south. Coming to Rajasthan. We have Rajasthan King Devesh Kaya. He is too much good during the kited sub-junior and junior sections. And even men's, he also become champion sometimes. He is fantastic player and play many times for the country. Now he's an income tax officer working from Nagar, Gujarat. We have Vivek and Vijay. Now Vivek has become coach. But during the sub-junior and the junior time was very strong, even men's was very strong. What about Anukam, a famous junior player? Yes, many times champion in the sub-junior, and after junior also very good. Now in men's also is coming up. I hope he can get more improvement. Anukam. This is Rajasthan. What about the MP? Mandra British. From MP, we had very active player, Arbid Bubakar. Now he's in USA. But when Hajmer time, he was got cadet champion, and after that, sub-junior, junior, and even men's were also very active. Samir Babu, now he's professor in Bombay University, one of the university professor. He has got EU junior national runners-up, and a very close chance to get the champion that time. But because I think due to family problems, so he has to go out of Ajmer. From Andhra Pradesh, we have very active player, Jandul Jung. That time he's a good fighter because his coach came to me, asking me to check and to admit him. And his character is very high fighting spirit. He's lefty, always shouting in the game, just like Ajimoto, Japan player. And also, it's quite successful. Unfortunately, his father suffering some problems, so he has to go back home to look after father. But now he's a very good doctor in Hyderabad. Then TR Rocket, he has reached already a very consistent player. He has reached finally the second position, ranking position second in sub-junior group. Also due to some family factors, so he is out of Ajmer. But at that time, his standard is quite stable. I hope a lot on him because he's a consistent player, very less mistakes. After making correction, and his power also increased a lot, and very good chance to improve a lot. It's Andhra Pradesh.
Envy, shall I go for Hindi? Translate. Envy.
You want? You please.
Few brief.
So many.
Little Hindi.
Continue or you translate.
Okay.
I cannot speak any Hindi, sorry.
So I'll translate few.
Okay.
Okay. अभी
Okay,
स्क्रीन पे एनवी सर ने जो बताया सबसे पहले कि हिंदुस्तान जब आए थे पटियाला में इन्होंने कैंप लिया था इंडियन टीम का। उस टाइम वहाँ कोच थे भवानी मुखर्जी और तपन बोस, और उनके साथ इन्होंने सीनियर टीम के साथ काम किया। और तब भवानी सर के बारे में इन्होंने जो कहा कि वो एक ऐसे कोच थे जो प्लेयर को बेटर अंडरस्टैंड करते थे और प्लेयर के लिए कुछ भी कर जाते थे, और उनको इन्होंने अपना कॉन्डोलेंस कर दिया। और उन्होंने कहा कि भवानी सर प्लेयर से बहुत ज़्यादा रिलेटेड थे। उसके बाद सेकंड टाइम जब ये इंडिया आए तो जो एकेडमी स्टार्ट हुई हमारी अजमेर में, जो पेट्रोलियम स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया और TTFI के तत्वावधान चल रही है अभी भी, उनमें एनवी सर आए। और इनका कहना है कि इस एकेडमी को स्टेब्लिश करने का जो मेन उद्देश्य था वो ये नहीं था कि खाली अजमेर के या राजस्थान के प्लेयर इसमें तैयार हों। इसका उद्देश्य था कि हिंदुस्तान के हर स्टेट के प्लेयर यहाँ आए और यहाँ ट्रेनिंग लें और हिंदुस्तान के लिए इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे अपना नाम रोशन करें। और इन्होंने इसी क्रम में विभिन्न स्टेटों के बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स के नाम लिए जो इस एकेडमी में तैयार हुए और नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे जिन्होंने मेडल जीते। मेनली मैं अगर आपको नाम बताऊं जो एनवी सर ने भी बताए हैं, उनमें इन्होंने सबसे पहले जो चर्चा की वो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट की चर्चा की, जिन्हें मेनली मणिपुर और मिजोरम और असम। आप सब जानते हैं कि नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट में एक टाइम में टेबल टेनिस बहुत पीक पे था और अभी भी अच्छे प्लेयर निकल रहे हैं। और उनमें इन नाम लिया पुइया का, असम से इन्होंने नाम लिया मेनली अलन कश्यप का, बर्डी बोरो का, जो कि जो टेबल टेनिस से जो भी प्लेयर जुड़े हुए हैं, जो जानते हैं, इन नामों से वाकिफ हैं। और वुमेन्स में स्पेशली एनवी ने जो नाम लिया वो विशाखा विजय का, जो नेशनल टीम रनर्स अप रही और इंटरनेशनल चैंपियन रही और वर्तमान में जो ONGC में वर्क कर रही हैं। और एक नाम आप सभी जानते हैं, अभिषेक यादव, जो इन्हीं के तैयार किए खिलाड़ी हैं यूपी से। इनका बड़ा अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस रहा है सब जूनियर, जूनियर, यूथ और सीनियर लेवल पे भी। इन्होंने नाम लिया सुधांशु का, जुबिन का। राजस्थान से आपको खुशी होगी जानकर, स्पेशली इन्होंने मेंशन किया देवेश कारिया का नाम, अनुक्रम जैन का। और इनका कहना यह है कि इस एकेडमी में जो पर्पस था कि पूरे हिंदुस्तान भर से प्लेयर यहाँ आए और तैयार हों। प्लेयरों के नामों की लिस्ट बहुत लंबी है, अगर पूरे प्लेयर्स के नाम की लिस्ट अगर यहाँ बैठे करने के लिए तो ये 1 घंटा टाइम शायद कम पड़ेगा। और अभी मैं यनवी सर से बोलता हूँ। यनवी सर, टेक ओवर नाउ।
Yes.
सर वो
Okay. Continue.
जुबिन को
Okay.
हाँ
सर जुबिन को शादी की बधाई भी दी थी वो।
हाँ, यस, जुबिन को शादी की बधाई भी दी थी। यस, थैंक यू। यस यनवी, कंटिन्यू।
Carry
Go
on.
ahead.
Okay. Now let us come down to West Bengal. Yeah, West Bengal, we have a hero, Mr. Roy, Somadip Roy, Arjun Roy. Junior, national champion. Straight, no breakage. He got national champion at the age of around 18, between 18 and 19. Continues 2 times. I think this is the only one in this country. Somebody can achieve this smoothly. Then Shivaji Dada, champion. And both of them after that become Indian team member, then become, because them for plus Shalakama and Saha become men's team champion in Commonwealth Game of Championship. And Aru Ganguly always #1, every tournament #1 in junior. But of course, he start
something wrong.
I think network bandwidth भी बहुत low बता रहे थे, हो सकता है
डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया।
विश्वजीत, please try connecting.
okay.
विश्वजीत,
Yes, connected.
Okay.
You have to tilt your mobile if you are operating through mobile.
Mobile don't have problem.
You are in a lie down position, not sitting position. appearing on screen. Right now it's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
Because I changed the angle.
yeah, now okay.
Okay, I'll carry on. Mr. Aru Ganguly. Nobody can challenge him. Nobody. Already champion. I remember one time because loose motion, he lost the 1. Then Mr. Chao Han, security asked, "Hey, fellow, you are not aware. Why you play? You should stop playing." But only one time, loose motion, because still after that, he got national champion. And after that, he is suffering some problem. It's unfortunate. Otherwise, he could have become topmost player in India. I firmly believe. He has a very, very good game, very beautiful game. And more. Saha, Subhaji Saha. Subhaji Saha now working in defense, I think, Calcutta Defense Department. That time he got a sub-junior champion. And even at junior time, he already reached men's quarterfinal, I remember. Quite strong. And Soror Saha, very good. Yeah, from junior, sub-junior, junior, and men's was very strong. And the senior-most one, Soviet Kurait. That time I remember he's number 4. Number 4. But after that, he left, but still he's very active. I remember one time he played with me, play game, sir, please, we play game each other. TK, no problem. But we make a 2-all and finished. She's very strong. I cannot return his attack because he can attack very nicely. Now he's working in SBI officer, and he become good coach. And his club, there's some got some good result in Commonwealth. Very nice. This is West Bengal. And West Bengal has many others, but sorry, I couldn't remember everybody's name. Okay, let us come to Bombay. Bombay, our famous Anand Baku. He joined academy at the Kaidi time. He was number 3 in men's session. And still he's playing. Every tournament you can see him, very active. Anand Baku, very strong. Now he's working in income tax officer. And what about Regan? The cadet, sub-junior, junior. Now he's in, I think, youth. Once he's number 2. He's very good fighter, Mr. Regan. Has a good future. Promising player for India. And Chiang Mai, lefty. National sub-junior champion. He lost to Jeo, same from Ajmer team. Also very good potential. Ravi, junior champion, many times. Men's time he beat, one time he beat this Sartien, I remember. Very nice. What about the Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu will have the famous Amaraj, fast attacker. Arjun or Amaraj, when I take him back to Ajmer, that time he's just like what? According to Mr. Chauhan, he's like a small monkey. If you say that time picture, you laugh. Very lovely. But I noticed this fellow very active. That's why I like it. He may not be champion, but I like active. Fast bounce and a dare to hit. This is what we require for play good table tennis. And at the same time, Amaraj was working in ONGC, one of. We have Litin, very consistent player, very consistent. His only problem is little short of power. So then regarding this matter, I like to discuss afterwards also in another occasion. Okay, this is Tamil Nadu. What about Goa? Goa, I've been there 2 times for camp. One time for Asian Championship, Junior Championship. Goa people are very smart, very intelligent. But the only problem is it's very isolated. So this practice condition not so satisfied. And they can practice partner also. But still, I feel they can produce very good player. One of this Anshuman. He came to Ajmer time in sub-junior, cadet last year. Even during the selection time, his position not so good. Out of position, still I call him, keep. Because I noticed this fellow has some good point. Have potential to improve. I hope he can come up. Okay. Now Gujarat, a famous Hamid Desai. Hamid Desai came to Ajmer at the age of 5. Very small. But you know, that year he can continually make a top spin more than 30 times without breakage, without mistakes. That means his concentration is very, very high, very good quality. Then our famous Mala Thakkar. Mala Thakkar, I made him just Swedish credit. This is another very tough guy because actually after that he suffering this problem. You know, according to common knowledge, he should stop play, but he never gave up. Never gave up. I was very much surprised. Too tough, and very highly intelligent also. The game understanding was very high. And when he got the junior national champion, when he got the sub-junior national champion, and the same year he got the junior national champion. After that, he got the junior national champion. The same time he got the youth national champion. Then before that, I set one target for him. I told him, previous somebody was away, and after finish junior, very soon he got national champion. You had to learn from him. Okay, after 2 or 3 years, because you had chance. Now what happened last year? He reached final in men's final. But unfortunately, he lost to Hamid Desai. I didn't say that much. Before he used to beat Hamid Desai, but this last moment he lost. But still, you can see our plan is fulfilled, our target. He's not perfect. Even his position is very, very high, but still, he has a lot of place to improve. It's not like that he already become champion. This champion, not champion, means number one. Sometimes he also is perfect. No. Still, we have to make correction for higher target, not international. We have aim now. Now India has got huge improvement internationally. But according to my concern, we should try to reach highest level in the world. First, we should reach first 8 men's. After that, semi-final. Then final. Then final. What happened, nobody knows. Same like an Indian team beat Singapore in men's first time. Singapore is most of players from China. But still Indian team won. Why? Depends how you play only. Suppose you don't have much huge difference. That moment you should show your fighting spirit. Who's stronger, who has more chance to win. And TT5 and Sai also asked me my target. So I reply, I have to get confirm what's our player first. Then I have to check the quality. If condition satisfied, then we can make a clear target, step by step. One year, one time cannot reach, but since we have reached such type of level internationally, so great chances there. I hope we can make a good plan with TT5 with Sai work together. So why I want to mention about all those people which come from the different states and achieve so and so good result. Because I want to everybody knows this is a matter. If we do work properly, we have a chance for every player, most of players, not every player. Should be selective player, of course. Selection also very important. This is a topic we have to check out afterwards, how to select the player for the smooth improvement. No chance everybody has same chance. No, it's impossible. We have to ensure we can select really potential player, and according to this game requirement. What's the problem?
So Yanvi, shall I speak in Hindi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
तो यानवी सर ने आगे कुछ स्टेट्स के और नाम लिए, जिन्हें वेस्ट बंगाल के मुख्य रूप से सौम्यदीप रॉय, इनको सब जानते हैं आप। अभी वो सीनियर लेवल पे अपनी एकेडमी चला रहे हैं। शुभदीप, सौरभ शाह, रेगन, चिन्मय, तमिलनाडु से मेनली अमरराज का नाम लिया, और जिनकी स्टार्टिंग में उन्होंने चौहान साहब को याद किया। चौहान साहब जब उनके पास लेके आए तो उन्होंने एक बहुत ही फनी सा वर्ड यूज किया कि वो अमरराज कैसे लगते थे देखने में, लेकिन उसके बावजूद उन्होंने उस प्लेयर के साथ इतनी मेहनत की कि आज अमरराज का नाम वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग में भी आप देख सकते हैं। उसके बाद उन्होंने नितिन का नाम लिया।
Actually, all are waiting to receive the main content of the talk, because we are having time constraint on 50 minutes left with us.
नितिन के बारे में उन्होंने बताया कि बहुत ही कंसिस्टेंट प्लेयर ये रहे हैं। इसके बारे में गोवा का जिक्र किया। गोवा ये 2 बार गए और इनका कहना है कि गोवा स्टेट में बहुत पोटेंशियल है, लेकिन वहाँ की स्थिति है कि वो आइसोलेटेड प्लेस है, वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी कम मिलती है प्लेयर्स को। अगर वहाँ मौका दिया जाए तो गोवा से अच्छा टैलेंट निकल सकता है और अच्छे प्लेयर आ सकते हैं। उसके बाद गुजरात का उन्होंने जिक्र किया, मेनली हरमीत देसाई करंट नेशनल चैंपियन है, और मानव ठक्कर को सभी जानते हैं, जो कि जूनियर में रहते हुए ऊपर सीनियर तक जो भी अपना जलवा दिखा रहे हैं। उसके बाद इनका जो आगे कहना है कि आगे निकलने के लिए आपका एम हाई होना चाहिए, इंटरनेशनली आपको प्लानिंग से चलना होगा। फर्स्ट आपको टॉप 8 में आना होगा, फिर टॉप 4 के लिए प्लानिंग करनी होगी, फिर फाइनल के लिए प्लानिंग करनी होगी। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि हमारी वुमेन्स टीम ने सिंगापुर को हराया था कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में, उसका उन्होंने जिक्र किया कि थोड़ा और डेडिकेशन हो और सीरियसनेस हो तो कोई दो राय नहीं कि हम वर्ल्ड लेवल पे ऊपर आ सकते हैं। उसके बाद अभी मैं अतुल भाई से कहूंगा यानवी सर को कहें कि वो अपने टॉपिक पे आ जाएं, और टाइम कम रह गया है। यानवी सर, प्लीज गो अहेड।
Okay, I start. Continue. Can we start?
Yeah, please. Actually, we are running out of time, so the main content has to be delivered.
No problem. The remaining part we can come the second time.
Yeah.
Same thing. Right? No need to hurry.
Please start.
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. This today my main topic is regarding this development. It's not much details work, but something in direction.
Okay.
That means what type of game we should play according to international trend standard. First, it's well balanced two wings attack. According to the history of the development of table tennis, previously the European dominated what? They're using wood play. Everybody plays same game. Push, chop, no attack. The wood play, you cannot do anything for attacking. So after that, Japan invented sponge rubber. And according to that, this developed loop top spin. Then Japanese dominate many years. Japanese the play, I don't know anybody sing or not a lot. Something is strange. Long handle, square handle, and the shape, not the round shape. Then Chela coming up. Chela invented another type of rubber. It's pimple out rubber. And the play is like this, short handle, short. Grip, yeah, this grip. Then play what game? Fast attacker. Forehand attack. Backhand. Two. One is backhand attack, this, and push. For the closed table. This is the main game style of China at that time. Then Korean game style same like Japan, same. No, return to first one, please. Return to first, return to A. Oh, yes. We had the world-class player. The first one is 63 times world champion, Chong Zedong. Then 3 times runners-up, Li Furong. Both of them have become the sports minister afterwards. After that, next generation we have Liu Guoliang, now currently in charge of Chinese Tennis Association. Fantastic player. And Jiang Jialiang, I think Jiang Jialiang came to India also played World Championship. Dubai, Jiang Jialiang, remember? Hello? Hello?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Little louder.
Audible, huh?
Yeah. Little louder.
And yeah, and Chen Nongchan, Olympic champion. They were spinner, fast attacker. That is great. And another one is Wang Hao, Ma Lin, this generation, and Xu Xin. slightly younger. That was a pin holder. But backhand is a problem. For them, like Liu Guoliang case, Liu Guoliang that time Chinese team against the Sweden 3 times lost. Every time playing final game, final match, final game. Then Sweden won. Because the main tactic is very simple. Switch Liu Guoliang forehand first, then attack backhand side. Because backhand side Liu Guoliang cannot play. No chance to attack back. It's very difficult to manage. That's why, after that, Chinese player developed backhand side attack, like Wang Hao. His name is from beginning. Like Martin and Xu Xin is afterwards they learn this kind. So Wang Hao backhand is best. That's why Wang Hao initially can reach final. Every time he reach final. But we check as Korean player, like also mean now Olympic champion. Forehand is so strong, but the backhand, he doesn't have the backhand Chinese player. That's why, not backhand, he cannot make a spin. He cannot send the triple back. But this attack, he can make a spin, right? It's different. Because this bounce structure is different. This backhand is, another side attack is much easier to make a spin and speed. And this cannot, because something is located. The bounce structure is there. So it's not so active. Or So this always is a problem on the backhand side. So this is the second stage. But you can see, you ask why Xu Xin still can survive now? Because Xu Xin his game is something different. His forehand side is something special, very special top spin, and the side spin also. He makes such type of side spin, so he can get time for continuation. At the same time, he can deal with something with backhand. People say he's magician, so his technical skill is very, very high. Still, he can survive. But this is not the case in Korea and Japan. So that's when you can say now it's vanished. Pin holder is vanished there. Now European player coming up with both side attack. I remember first one is from Sweden. His name is, I'm sorry, Lefty attacker. His game combining with Chinese speed and the Japanese footwork and the spin. He becoming one world champion. Since then, this game become mainstream. Shake hand, both sides have attack.
अतुल आवाज क्लियर नहीं है यार.
Bandwidth.
Why I mean about the
Very difficult.
Bandwidth is very poor actually.
what's difficult?
A little louder, Yenvi.
Speak louder.
Louder.
Yeah. Your voice is not clear.
Closer. Okay.
Yes, please start.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Start, please.
Clear?
Yes.
So why I mentioned about both sides should be balanced? Because according to current development, if any side is weaker, it's not so easy to achieve highest level. We take a sample for Greece player Grinka. Grinka has a very, very good, strong backhand. and he can continually smash you from off position, and no mistake, very powerful. One time, Samsonov lost to him because this. Samsonov is surprised. Samsonov is too much consistent player. Also lost to him. Backhand is too strong. But after that, Goenka reached semi-final in the world stage. But he cannot go further because he has a problem on the forehand side. If you check his forehand side, you find out the forehand side is much weaker. Another sample is Germany, now chief coach, Noskov. Backhand is super strong, big swing, very powerful. But the same problem, forehand side problem, little weaker. Our three player, one-time world champion Slager. Backhand very good. No, he can very good spin. But the same problem, forehand side is weaker. So at that time, he defeated this Chinese player Wang Liqun. Decided very close, and last 2 points he won. But he cannot continue play for long because forehand side slightly problem, forehand side. But some player can survive longer, like Germany, Timo Boll, lefty. Timo Boll player, you see that photo. Back and forehand, both he can manage very nicely. And he used to play quicker game also. So still he's on top always, top 8. Samsonov, even age about 40. If you careless, you cannot beat him. You have to pay very much high attention to deal with him because he is too much consistent. No, never less mistakes. Without the power, you cannot finish him, Samsonov. Both sides. And what about our Indian player? Sarah Kamar and Satin and others. Kamar is good on both sides. Satin also very good management. And but the other player have to be careful. We have to improve a lot. Like Hamid Desai before, forehand has some problem, forehand. So whenever the strong top spin counter forehand, if he get away from table, it's a little difficult to return. So this is a weak point. But fortunately, now after that, maybe he realized now his position is much better than before. He can close the table to deal with this top spin strong, top spin counter forehand side. That's why now his result also is stable than before. And another player is senior player Sunny Shetty. Sunny Shetty is having on top for many years, but recently they behind. The main reason, I think, I also discussed this matter with some players. They think he is little something short of counter backhand side, because he used to return forehand side more. Suppose this is the case. So Sunny Shetty developed his backhand stronger, then his performance maybe can get further improvement. And another one is junior player Achanda from where from Karnataka?
Karnataka.
I noticed, yeah, Kanataka. Nataka, her forehand side, something had not so perfect.
I think connection is lost.
Biswajit.
Can you check what actually happened?
So later on, problem again. What's this? Okay.
So just tell me when you need to change the slide.
Okay.
Yeah, just prompt me that whenever you need me to change the slide.
Genvi, you need to change the slide.
Huh?
You need to change the slide.
No, I don't finish yet.
Okay.
I just talk about what's her name? Archana?
Archana
Archana.
Kamath. Yeah,
You say
Karnataka.
forehand side.
She is from Karnataka.
Oh, yes, Bangalore.
Yeah.
Her forehand side had to improve. Because why? Because she finished her movement too early. So because that, so he he can use full power swing. He short of follow through. He make that speed, but only that speed finish that action is not good enough, not strong enough. I hope she can make some detailed improvement on this matter. Otherwise, backhand is no bigger problem, backhand. But forehand had to improve. Because this is one of problem for further improvement. When I came to India that time is backhand side, nobody like to attack heavily. I think Sobhadip Zoe is the first one to start this. First one, Sobhadip Zoe. Because before, everybody used to counter the ball, just manage to maintain the ball. Like first generation, like Arun Basak, Arjun Dada, Chetan Babu, no one can attack, hard attack. They just make return, manage to return the ball. Consistent, very good. But short of speed and power, this is the problem. So I discussed this with Bhavani Mukherjee also. He also a similar opinion. So we decided from that moment we should develop strong backhand attack capacity. Unfortunately, the Zoe can understand better that time. He also used to push before, when he was a sub-junior cadet time, push. He can push 20 times, no mistake. In the game, more than 20 times, no mistake. But this is not the way to develop high standard. So after develop by top spin, then his game changed. According to
Very weak network again, I think.
hello? Yes.
Yes.
This is Sobhadip Zoe. Another one is Shivaji Dada. Shivaji Dada, he is Julian, but still I don't like his backhand. He used just push the ball. Just push. Oh
You
my
change your
God.
mobile position, Yanvi.
My position okay?
No, your position not okay.
Your
Oh,
position okay,
it's
mobile.
okay.
Now okay.
Shivaji Dada case. One time he told sir, I want to play for India. Play what? Play for Commonwealth. Commonwealth. I want to become major member of this team. I said, okay. But the condition is you have to develop your backhand attack, not push. That's not enough. He said, okay, sir, I do. After that, he did very hard work. And finally, he got success. And he became one of member of Indian team. So this is sample, something if we short off, and the first other stage is short of backhand. Now, the first grade player like Sarat Kamar and Satyen and this Harsh Desai, the backhand not bad. Particularly Harsh, Hamir Desai and Satyen, very good. Very good. So that means now our player can play according to international trend and standard. That's why I have confidence to say still our player has very good chance to promote the position internationally. But for majority of a junior player, still I have to advise, I have to improve backhand, more careful. Because best backhand players, numbers quite less. Like Hamir Desai, like this Satyen, and sometimes Kamar had a very powerful backhand attack sometimes. But others had to be improved. One time I saw this match, interesting match, some months before. Sudhanshu against Ronnie from Calcutta. Both of them play on backhand first, right? And Ronnie later slightly away from table. Keeping attack this Sudhanshu backhand side. Sudhanshu stand a little closer. But I surprised Sudhanshu, you say, Ronnie position a little away from table. Why Sudhanshu didn't put a pressure on that ball? I couldn't understand. He also little soft. Then little soft, then how to get a score? No chance. Then after that, he lost. Then ask coach. Coach said that he's one of tactic. Tactic means Ronnie is not so used to with that soft return. Backhand soft return. TK. Suppose this is one tactic. After a soft return, how to score? If you couldn't execute with forehand, what use? Only playing backhand side. This is not correct. So this is reasoning is there. So he couldn't use the backhand probably first. Too soft. Suppose he played it harder. Maybe the situation can be under control. The result possible be different. The game is like this only. How to score ball. Okay, this is balanced. If you short of balance, it will be difficult to play. And the youngster like Mala Takar also, I used to remind him. Backhand attack had to improve. Before he only had good push and punch, but very good control. Number one in the country. But the backhand, what about the backhand top swing attack? Inside before he used the cut ball, very heavy cutting, of course. In the junior time, it's very difficult for others to adjust. But internationally, it's not enough to develop. Then from forehand to backhand again what? Only push or hit, again, that's one off. But if he can attack, his game can immediately jump up more. if you ask Mata Takar, yes, he said like this. This time in daily tournament, I noticed sometimes he can use spike and attack. That's why he performed nicely there. But still not enough. Potential to improve more. Today is enough. Time is over.
A little time is left. If you have some more stuff.
Oh, little time. Yes. But even we just balanced 2-4-2 wins, but in the game still it's impossible to get 100% say balanced. Impossible. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Because if you want to score, you just play average with backhand forehand. That's not enough. You want to score, you had main one or either forehand and very powerful backhand. But according to my opinion and according to my observation, still we had to use forehand more to score the ball. Like what? Like who? Like Marlon. After that, he started turn with forehand finish you. Like Wang Liqin. Wang Liqin dominated in the world for 2 years. Nobody can challenge. Because he just started heavy smash you. No stop. Full table move. Backhand just control, then start again. Turn, forehand, come back. Again turn, forehand, come back. He's very tall. He can reach ball very easily. So that 2 years, he's too good. Forehand. Like a Japanese guy, this small guy, he backhand is very strong, but still he's too much, too much active. Turn. When the forehand, backhand, he get advantage, immediately start turn the backhand side court. Even he's a little problem on forehand side because but still he like to use that. That's why this fellow, his game is too much initiative, active, dangerous, very dangerous. So balance doesn't mean 50-50. If you want to score, you have to focus. I think I have to focus forehand more. It's very important. Like Sandra Kamar, you say, whenever Kamar want to score, he use forehand. Fast. Boom. Finish you. Right? He not play this game, just lobbing up the ball, play this ready shot with you. He don't play like that. Because that, his game is very dangerous. This is the first topic, balance. And even this woman player, Delhi, Malika Baron. If you look at the game, actually, he used forehand more than backhand when she scoring the ball. She got advantage times, he used to turn. Backhand control the ball, then she started turn immediately. And she also a little tall, and she's not already for move to forehand side. And the forehand side is quite consistent and stable. They have very less mistakes. So he come under pressure always on the opponent. Right? Without very good forehand, he cannot maintain such type of good position. Another one, little different, 30 from this Calcutta. What's the name? What's the name? Susurti.
Sutirtha.
Her bike, huh?
Sutirtha.
That's Rita. Yes. Yeah, her backhand is fantastic. Many years before I noticed about her backhand, I surprised. because he's the only one can make such type of quick continuous backhand throw top spin that time. That time Manika used to lose to her, because backhand is so quick and consistent, no mistake, and she can very quickly switch to everywhere on the bounce immediately. One time she defeated Madhurika 4-0. I saw that match because Madhurika just cannot react properly. Of course, he has something special forehand also. So whenever we come forehand side, he smashed the ball. Was a lot bad because what the timber he used, that Germany rubber is very dangerous. That regarding his equipment, I like to take more time to discuss this matter. My next topic will be something the equipment also, like a racket, rubbers. This we have to pay more attention on this because this is very important for us. Any more? Second.
ठीक है.
Okay.
ठीक है. Okay.
Next time.
Oh, shall I translate in Hindi? Summarize.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Important. This is very important. Please. You spend more time to explain.
की लैंग्वेज समझना बड़ा टफ काम है वैसे, पर मैं कोशिश करता हूँ जितना मैं समझ पाया हूँ. तो मैं 2 महीने इनके साथ रहा हूँ कलकत्ता में, 2.5 महीने, तो कुछ समझ जाता हूँ इनकी लैंग्वेज. तो इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया अपना, ये इनका टॉपिक तो था कि आपको दोनों साइड बैलेंस अटैक कैसे करना है और बैलेंस होना चाहिए, इसके बारे में उन्होंने बताया और डिफरेंट प्लेयर्स के नाम लिए. स्टार्ट इन्होंने किया तो बताया कि जब से जापानीज में स्पॉन्ज रबर जब आया तो टॉप स्पिन डोमिनेट किया उन्होंने, फॉरेन टॉप स्पिन डोमिनेट किया. उसके बाद आगे जो चाइनीज में जब पिंपल रबर आया, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे जब डेवलपमेंट होता गया अटैक का, तो भी इस चीज की जरूरत पड़ी कि दोनों साइड अटैक बैलेंस कैसे किया जाए. कोरिया और जापान का इन्होंने बताया कि सिमिलर स्टाइल उनका खेलने का रहा है, लेकिन इस पूरे टॉपिक के जो समराइज जो एक लाइन निकलती है, वो सभी जो जूनियर प्लेयर देख रहे हैं, जो बिगनर्स देख रहे हैं या अभी स्टार्ट जिन्होंने करना है टेबल टेनिस, उनके लिए मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ. जो चाइनीज कोच ने येनवी ने जो अभी कहा है कि किसी भी हालत में आप वन साइड अटैक करके आप टेबल टेनिस में मैच विनर नहीं हो सकते. आपको अगर मैच जीतना है तो आपको बोथ साइड अटैक डेवलप करना होगा, बॉडी को बैलेंस रखते हुए फोरहैंड अटैक भी करना होगा, बैकहैंड अटैक भी करना होगा. और इन्होंने वर्ल्ड के डिफरेंट प्लेयर्स के लिए बताया, मैचेस का जिक्र भी किया. स्वीडन के प्लेयर भी थे, यूरोपियन भी थे, जर्मन के भी थे, चाइनीज भी थे. जो प्लेयर दोनों अटैक को बैलेंस कर पाया वो उस मैच का विनर रहा. इन्होंने काफी मैचेस के बारे में बताया. और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि अगर आप बैकहैंड अटैक नहीं करते, खाली फोरहैंड अटैक करते हैं और बैकहैंड से सॉफ्ट रिटर्न करते हैं, तो आपके पॉइंट विनिंग का क्या, आपको मारना ही पड़ेगा बॉल को, बैकहैंड अटैक लेना ही पड़ेगा. और बैकहैंड फोरहैंड अटैक बैलेंस के बीच जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात इन्होंने कही है वो ये है कि भले ही बैकहैंड फोरहैंड 50-50 हो, लेकिन आपको फोरहैंड का यूज बैकहैंड से ज्यादा करना है. ट्राई करना है कि आप फोरहैंड से ज्यादा अटैक लें. इंडियन प्लेयर के बारे में उन्होंने कुछ प्लेयर का जिक्र किया जिनके बारे में कहा गया कि ये फोरहैंड ज्यादा अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, बैकहैंड में नहीं ले रहे हैं. उनको बैकहैंड डेवलप करने की जरूरत है, दोनों साइड बैलेंस करने की जरूरत है. शरद कमल का इन्होंने जिक्र किया. शरद कमल के दोनों हैंड बहुत अच्छे हैं, वो बैलेंस करते हैं अटैक को, फोरहैंड ज्यादा यूज करते हैं. साथियन बैकहैंड फोरहैंड दोनों साइड गुड हैं. हरमीत के बारे में उन्होंने बताया कि पहले वो फोरहैंड बहुत अच्छा खेलते थे, बैकहैंड कम किया करते थे, बैकहैंड फोरहैंड उन्होंने बैलेंस किया है. सुनील शेट्टी के बारे में उन्होंने जिक्र किया. अर्चना के बारे में उन्होंने कहा कि फोरहैंड उनका कुछ स्विंग्स में डिफिकल्टीज हैं, बैकहैंड वो बैलेंस कर रही है, लेकिन फोरहैंड इंप्रूव करने की जरूरत है. स्पीड और पावर अगर आपके अटैक में नहीं है तो आपका पॉइंट विन नहीं हो सकता. इन्होंने कहा जब मैं आया था इंडिया एकेडमी में, उस वक्त प्लेयर्स की हालत थी कि वो अटैक कम करते थे या बॉल को टेबल पे ज्यादा रखने की कोशिश करते थे कि पॉइंट मिल जाएगा ज्यादा रखने से. लेकिन जब तक स्पीड और स्पिन का इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं करोगे, स्पीड ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व नहीं करोगे, तो आपको पॉइंट विन का चांसेस नहीं होता है. तो भवानी सर के साथ मिलकर इन्होंने इंडियन प्लेयर जो जूनियर प्लेयर उस वक्त थे उनको उनका बैकहैंड इंप्रूव किया, उनका फोरहैंड अटैक स्पीड इंप्रूव किया, और रिजल्ट आपके सामने है कि आज उन्हीं के सिखाए हुए प्लेयर सीनियर लेवल पे और इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भारत का झंडा बुलंद कर रहे हैं। सुधांशु और रोनित के मैच का जिक्र इन्होंने किया कि ये जो मैच देख रहे थे, रोनित सुधांशु के बैकहैंड पे लगातार अटैक किए जा रहे हैं और सुधांशु सॉफ्ट रिटर्न किए जा रहे थे, और वो मैच सुधांशु हार गए। तो इनका कहने मतलब सुधांशु क्यों हार गए वो मैच, क्योंकि वो बैकहैंड अटैक नहीं ले पा रहे थे, वो खाली सॉफ्ट रिटर्न कर रहे थे। सॉफ्ट रिटर्न का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप पॉइंट स्कोर कर लेंगे, सामने वाले की मिस्टेक पे आप खेल रहे हो कि सामने वाला मिस्टेक करेगा और हम जीतेंगे। इसलिए दोनों साइड अटैक होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और 50-50 अटैक के साथ इन्होंने जो मैंने पहले ही बताया आपको, जो मेन बात इन्होंने कही है वो ये है कि आपको फोरहैंड ज्यादा यूज करना है, इवन दोनों साइड बैलेंस करते हुए। और ये बैलेंस करने के लिए आपको दोनों साइड अटैक को इम्प्रूव करना है, प्रैक्टिस करना है, चाहे आप शैडो डील से करिए, मल्टी बॉल से करिए, एक्सरसाइज से करिए। ये एनबी के आज का टॉपिक था। बाकी अतुल भाई, आपको कुछ और जो मैं छूट गया है मेरे से तो आप ऐड कर सकते हैं।
सेशन में बाकी थोड़ी है, अभी कुछ पूछें एक बार। कोची, Janvi.
Yes. Yes.
So since the time, we are having some time constraints also. So is there any content left in the talk?
No time. The next one.
Okay,
Next time.
okay.
Time later we can free.
Okay.
अतुल कुछ ऐड कर दो, कुछ छूट गया हो तो मेरे से।
हाँ, बस वो जनरल है, मैं भी ऐसे ही शूटिंग मार्क कर देते हैं।
देख लो, कुछ मैं समझा, कुछ तू समझा होगा।
तो डियर किड्स, आज का जो हमारा सेशन था, आप लोगों ने बहुत पेशेंटली उसको सुना था। एंड as I introduced our speaker in the beginning also, since he is in India for last almost 3 decades, and he has he has taught with most of the topmost performers in last 3 decades, I can say. इन्होंने नाम भी बताए थे, अभिषेक का, जुबिन का, देवेश कारिया, अनुक्रम, सोमुदीप रॉय, विवेक, विशाखा। मेन चीज जो आज के टॉक की जो रही, एनवी सर के द्वारा जो भी टॉक दी गई थी, उसमें उन्होंने जो एक तो अभी जैसे पारिक सर ने बताया था कि केवल फोरहैंड पे अगर आप फोकस करते हैं, ओनली कंसंट्रेट करते हैं, या केवल बैकहैंड पे नहीं, तो दोनों पे आपको इक्वली कमांड डेवलप करना ही पड़ेगा, और उसके बिना जो है आप अपने गेम में एक्सेल नहीं कर सकते हैं। एंड देन क्लस्टराइज प्रिपरेशंस आपकी होनी चाहिए कि इनिशियली यू शुड स्टार्ट दैट हमको क्वालिफाइंग ग्राउंड क्लियर करनी है, या फिर अब जब आप मेन ड्रॉ में जाने लगे हैं तो 32 क्लियर करना है, 16 राउंड क्लियर करना है। वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप फोकसिंग के बारे में उन्होंने थोड़ा सा एम्फसाइज किया था। जो बड़े प्लेयर्स आज एक हमारे खुशकिस्मती ये भी रही है कि आज आपके एनवी के काफी सारे डिसाइपल्स जो हैं आज इस सेशन को अटेंड कर रहे हैं। स्क्रीन पे हम लोग उनको देख सकते हैं। तो बड़ा खिलाड़ी बनने में कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि हर कोई नहीं बन सकता, हर कोई बन सकते हैं, जैसे कि उन्होंने कहा। बट वो है कि डेडिकेशन, डेडिकेटेड एफर्ट्स, एंड यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग द विजन। आपको विजन सेट करना है और फिर विजन सेट करके उस विजन पे चलना शुरू करना है। आज का हमारा जो इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट था, जो प्रीएम्बल जो था, वो थोड़ा सा लंबा हो गया था, इसलिए जो है मेन कंटेंट आज पूरा डिलीवर नहीं हो पाया। बट जल्दी ही जो मेन कंटेंट है उसके लिए हम एक और सेशन एनवी का लेकर के आपके सामने फिर से रूबरू होने की कोशिश करेंगे। कल का जो हमारा सेशन रहेगा फ्राइडे, आज हमने केवल बैठ करके सुना है, हम लोगों ने एक्टिविटी नहीं करी है। सो टुमारो होल सेशन विल बी एन सॉर्ट ऑफ एक्टिविटी डे। तो कल आप लोग प्रिपेयर रहिएगा एज यूजुअल। कल सैटरडे है, एक्टिविटी के टाइम पे थोड़ा सा बॉडी को आप 9:30 पौने 10 बजे बच्चों स्ट्रेच करके रखिएगा, स्ट्रेचिंग करेंगे, और उसके बाद फिर हम लोग कुछ एक्टिविटीज करेंगे, फिटनेस एक्टिविटीज, स्ट्रेचिंग एक्टिविटीज, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इंक्रीजिंग एक्टिविटीज, जो भी मोटर कंपोनेंट्स डेवलपमेंट की होती है। सो विद दीज remarks, I just want to conclude for the session. We are heavily thankful to today's keynote speaker, Mr. Yen Wee, for sparing his valuable time and sharing his experiences with the elite performers of table tennis in this country for last almost 28 years, since he was here in 1992 for the first time. And his experience has really helped Indian table tennis a lot in elevating the standards of our discipline. I'm very much thankful to Shri S.N. Parikh sir, Sports Authority of India's senior coach of table tennis. He is also associated in this game for nearly, I think, 4 decades. Parikh sir ने आज एक हिमालयन जॉब किया है हम लोगों को.
Difficult काम.
It was really very difficult to, because China maybe I think Yenvi will second my thoughts that Mandarin or Cantonese, there are 2 main Chinese languages, I think. Am I right, Yenvi?
Yes.
And you speak Mandarin. So ये भी हमारे
Mandarin means what? Beijing.
Beijing, okay.
Beijing. Yeah, Beijing.
तो ये तो फिर भी एक ईश्वर की कृपा है कि वो जो लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं वो कैंटोनीज या पिचिंग नहीं है, वरना उसको समझना तो और थोड़ा हमारे लिए मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो बच्चों, कल का सेशन एज यूजुअल, कल हम लोग एक्टिविटी करेंगे, थोड़े से योगिक आसन करेंगे. बी प्रिपेयर्ड, थोड़ा सा लाइट ब्रेकफास्ट के साथ कल आप लोग आएंगे. And tomorrow morning we'll resume the session again at 9:45. I am again from this platform of Sports Authority of India and Table Tennis Federation of India. Thank our keynote speaker and Mr. Yenvi and Shri S.N. Parikh sir for being here with us as an expert. Till then, stay safe. घर में रहें, activity करें. Good day.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you tomorrow. I'm very happy to see you and Mr. Parikh.
Thank you, Envy. I too.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Come to Jaipur after
So see you
lockdown.
tomorrow.